So I decided to do a little something different instead of doing in my typical studio-ish environment, to just use my Pixel 2 and just talk about 3 things that I kind of liked about this lens while I have it fresh on my mind as I'm out shooting in this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful sunset over the valley where I live. It's really beautiful here. Anyway, so when it comes to sharpness, I found that at around F4 to F8, it was really nice and sharp, nothing too weird going on in like those mountaintops or anything like that. But I also noticed even at F2.8, it ended up being pretty sharp. Obviously, this isn't going to be incredibly sharp, but for what it is, I was pleasantly surprised with how sharp it is. It can't even touch something like my Sigmas, but for the price, it's ridiculous how, you know, nice this looks. Which brings me to depth of field, F2.8. Lets in a pretty decent amount of light and opens those aperture blades nice and wide, which can create a pretty decent depth of field effect. And as you saw in some of the samples, you can get some really nice depth of field if you keep your subject close. You can get some really nice results. Lastly, the focus ring is something that I would say is probably the nicest thing about this lens. Like, this destroys my Sigmas. My Sigmas are focused by wire, so that's pretty much why. The focus ring on this thing is so buttery smooth. It's just a joy to use. Shooting, pulling focus is just so nice. So anyway, sorry for all the changing exposures here. Shooting on a phone a little different. Let me know if you like this little phone kind of stuff like this. If you want me to do any more of this kind of out in the field shooting videos with my phone, maybe. So yeah, sharpness, depth of field, build quality, you know, there's a lot to love about this lens, and I would highly recommend, if you just want to throw maybe 30-40 bucks on a lens for your Micro Four Thirds system or another mirrorless system, this lens could prove to be a great little lens for you. So anyway, that's my recommendation.